Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Musical Instrument Investigator. So here today we are on the website of FXTOURTE Auctions. So this is it seems to be a new auction house that's affiliated with the FXTOURTE website, which is a dealer in Hong Kong that specialises in fine and rare bows. So I believe that perhaps because of the pandemic, they have an auction of a few bows, not many at all really, that's going on between the 9th and 23rd of February. So only a few days left to bid on that. If we just have a look a bit about them, then so Christian Secretin is the kind of main person behind FXTOURTE in this auction. So like I said, it's a small auction affiliated with the FXTOURTE website itself, which you could go to at fxtourte.com. This website is fxtourteauctions.com. Obviously they're named after the famous bow makers Tourte. So let's have a quick look at this auction site. Let's not go to the terms, but let's look at the fees, premiums and payments. So let's go past the sellers to buying at auction. So there's a joining fee, so this is different to other sites. So 10 Hong Kong dollars. So yeah, this is a sale that's based in Hong Kong. So if you're buying outside of Hong Kong, then there'll be kind of import fees and stuff like that. So roughly it's kind of about 10 Hong Kong dollars to the pound. I mean, it's not quite that level, but just to make it easy for ourselves, it's kind of just take the last zero off. So it's about a pound to bid. Buyer's premium is 15% on the hammer price, which is actually pretty good. That's the lowest that we've seen so far. Payment, so wire transfer no fee, credit cards 3%, Alipay 3%, cryptocurrency 1%. Interesting, you can pay with your bitcoins, so that's a little bit different. So condition reports, packing, blah blah blah, shipments, all of those kind of things. So once again, if you're interested in buying something here, then just kind of have a look at the terms and kind of make yourself acquainted with them. This is the first time I've seen this website, but I'm told that this is a very kind of respectable company. So yeah, without further ado, let's have a look at the actual auction itself. So while we're loading, so we have a grand total of 7 bows here. So these are all kind of fine French bows of different levels. So first let's have a look at this. So lot 1, Jerome Thouberville Lamy. So let's have a look at this. So around 1930, stamped A. Voren Fields, Pernambuco wood, round nickel silver mounted ebony frog with rings of pearl eyes, nickel silver overlaid adjuster, 60.3 grams, sold with certificate of Pierre Guillaume, Brussels. So let's have a look at what details we get here. Let's have a look. So let's click on the pictures. That's pretty detailed, so we can have a look up close on this. That's interesting. You can see the head. Yep. There's a bit of info there at the frog end. Fairly detailed. You can have a look at the frog and the screw. And look at the mortise. So it's fairly detailed. And let's see what else we have here. 3D head. This looks like it could be quite interesting. Apologies for that loading time here. Hopefully this will be super fancy. Ooh, we're getting there. Slow internet. Oh wow, okay, this is fancy. Wow, look at that. Very nice. This is a bit like the Armati 3D. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. I like that. That's very professional. Let's have a look at the 3D frog. It's going to take quite some time. While we're waiting for that to load, let's have a quick look at the condition report. Okay, cool. Looks like they've got color coded like our Marty, so that's good. It says Bow by Lamy, but it's stamped Warren Fields. Yep. So blue mark there. So some wear there on the frog on the underslide. Yeah. Okay. Fairly basic, but looks good. Okay. Here we go. Here's the 3D of the frog. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit. Maybe that was a bad idea. We can rotate. Yeah, let's see what's. Can slowly rotate. It's a zoom button. Now let's avoid that for the moment. Let's escape out of that. Okay, well that's interesting, and let's have a quick look at the certificate. That doesn't seem to be. Here we go. It's a bit slow. It's a bit slow today. Okay, here we go. So certificate. So as we saying, very kind of professional setup. It seems here. A lot of information. So current bid, reserve price not met. So 5,000 Hong Kong dollars. So that's about £500 at this moment in time. So yeah, early impressions. Yeah, a lot of information. I like the 3D views. So it's very good. You've got the condition report there, so you don't have to ask for that. Color coded is always handy, and the certificate as well. So all in all, very good. We'll go back to the main page. So onwards to lot 2, a bow by Francois Nicolas Vorin. Let's have a look here. So here's a cello bow by Francois Nicolas Vorin from around 1880, stamped FN Vorin. Pernambuco wood, octagonal, the old French adjuster with 2 silver bands, frog missing. So you need to get another frog for it. 42 grams without frog, wrapping and hair. Sold with certificate of Pierre Guillaume at Brussels. Recently, 25th of 1st, 2021. So let's just have a quick look here in the images. Okay, and let's open up the view for the head and the view for the frog, but let it kind of come in. And here's a condition report. So wear at the top there, that's quite common. Nothing else other than the missing frog, so that's good. Certificate, let's have a look at that. The certificates are a bit slow to load. Okay, so there's the certificate, and let's have a look at the 3D. Okay, here we go. 3D of the head is loaded. Yeah, look at that. I do like this. This is very cool. Well, it seems in fairly nice condition. And let's have a quick look here. You can see the wear that they're talking about here on the top. You can see it's kind of dipped in slightly, but yeah, interesting, very interesting. So there you go, current bid 8,000 Hong Kong dollars, about £800 or so. Reserve price not met, so no reserves met so far. Let's go on to lot 3. Charles Nicolas Bazin. Violin bow by Charles Nicolas Bazin, around 1907, stamped Le Forge. Pernambuco wood, round, nickel silver mounted, the ebony frog with pearl eyes, the adjuster with 2 nickel silver bands, 60.3 grams, sold with the certificate of Cabinet d'Archetier, Paris, from 2018. Okay, so let's load the 3D view of the head, 3D view of the frog, condition report, and the certificate. This certificate one never wants to load. Here we go. There's your certificate. Yeah, it's kind of a rough-in certificate from, you see, the French auction houses. Okay. Here's a condition report. Yep, nothing really going on here, so that's good. Well, unless you can take that yellow smudge potentially as there being some kind of mark on there. Let's have a look. Here's our fun rotating bow party. Yep, very good. So yeah, you can see there's a mark there as per the condition report, so that's what that seems to be indicating. So that was that. Current bid, $8,500 Hong Kong dollars, which is about £850. So reserve price is also not met. So nothing's met so far, but early days, early days. Lot 4, Claude Thomasin. Right, a violin bow by Claude Thomasin, around 1900, stamped C. Thomasin A. Paris. Pernambuco wood, round, silver mounted, the ebony frog with pearl eyes, the adjuster with 2 silver bands. 59.5 grams, sold with certificate of Cabinet d'Archetier, Paris. So, as we do, we attempt to load the head, and we attempt to load the frog, the condition report, and the certificate, which never wants to load. Here is the certificate. There you go, some nice pictures. Ooh, look at that QR code, so fancy, so fancy. Okay, condition report, little blue mark there, so some wear there at the head. We'll hopefully see that in the magical 3D. So that seems to be that mark there, some wear there, and yeah, look at that, interesting. Yeah, I do like this rotating stuff, it's very cool. Onwards to the next bow, another Lamy bow here. Oh, sorry, just to say, actually, forgot to mention, so this is current bid, 14 bids, reserve price not met, so 42,000 Hong Kong dollars, so that's £4,200. Reserve is not met. No reserves met. So back to this other Lamy bow. Violin bow by Lamy, around 1930. Pernambuco wood. Round, silver mounted, the ebony frog with rings of pearl eyes, the adjuster with 2 silver bands. 58.2 grams with original wrapping. Sold with a certificate of Pierre Guillaume, Brussels. Another recent certificate there. Load all this wonderful stuff. Certificate, let's have a look. Oh, we're slow today. There's our certificate, and here's our condition report. So there's some wear there, just the back of the head, and we're still loading there. Let's see. It's difficult to see on this, and I think if I try and zoom in, it's just gonna go. But our usual rotatey. Yep, seems quite interesting. So there you go. 5,500 Hong Kong dollars. It's about £550. Current bid. Reserve price not met. Where were we? Number 6. Hippolyte Camille Lamy. So violin bow by Hippolyte Camille Lamy, around 1920. Pernambuco wood, round, silver mounted, the ebony frog with pearl eyes, adjusted with 2 silver bands. 61.5 grams, sold with certificate of Pierre Guillaume, Brussels. So all the bows have certificates, so everything's nice, as you would expect of an auction associated with a dealer of fine bows, so everything seems in order there. Obviously, once again, if you are interested in one of these kind of bows, it'd be really good that you try it first Here's the certificate, but obviously if you're not in Hong Kong, or if it's, you know, a difficult pandemic situation, then that's not so easy. Condition report. So a little bit of wear to the frog, a little bit of wear just on the actual stick itself. That seems to be about it. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a kind of, they say wear, but it's a little bit of a chip out of the frog there, chip in the corner. It looks like there's a bit of, that could be wear, but wear stroke a kind of chip there. Definitely worth looking at that a bit closer. And the head, I think they said there's a mark somewhere on the side there, potentially. I think it seems to be like a little nick. You see that? Yeah, a little nick there. Well, these are good. You know, the condition reports seem to tie up, and good 3D images, so very nice. So 100,000 Hong Kong dollars, so that would be about 10,000 pounds. Oh, the reserve price is met, so that one is definitely selling. So that's a popular one. So very good. Well, they've got the calculator here actually. So let's just see what my calculations are actually like. So what have they got it under? If they got it under. Let's see. No. Yeah, British pound right at the beginning. I am blind as a bat. So yeah, 0.93. So it's close to 1 to 1. So if you put kind of 100,000 in and to wrong way. And well, anyway, you can work out the calculation yourself. So yeah, that one's met. And on to the final bow. So here we go. Let's have a look at this. This is a bow by Francois Lupeau. Violin by Francois Lupeau. Around 1820, stamped Lupeau under the wrapping. Pernambuco wood. Octagonal, silver mounted, the ebony frog with pearl eyes, the later adjusted with 2 silver bands. 61.5 grams, sold with the certificate of Pierre Guillaume, Brussels, 29th of 1st, 2021, so not long ago. Let's open up the 3D. And again, and the condition report. Looks like it's got some wear on it, so I expect to see something on the condition report. And the certificate. So here's a nice fancy certificate. Ooh, look at this. So fancy. Very nice. And condition report. So yeah. So wear to the frog. It does look a bit like the stick is worn a bit, but perhaps maybe not. You can see it's rounded a bit. I would say there's tiniest bit of wear on the top of the stick there. To me, when this comes around, you can see a slight divot, so I would say there's a bit of wear there, but you know, I don't have it in person. So, and then there's yeah, picture of the head. So yeah, so this one, current bid, one bid, reserve price not met, 120,000 Hong Kong dollars, so that's about 12,000 British pounds. So yeah, and there you go. That's probably the finest bow in the auction. But yeah, we'll go back. So that was it. A very small auction by FXTOURTE Auctions, affiliated with or as part of FXTOURTE Hong Kong, a dealer in fine violin or fine bows, violin, viola, cello, etc. bass, the whole shebang. I think if you go on their actual website, they have other bows that you can kind of buy outside of auction. So yeah, this was it. Just a quick kind of run over what's going on. So lots of good pictures, good 3D images, and all in all, yeah, good interesting condition reports that seem to match the images mostly, and yeah, the certificates. So an interesting auction for sure. So thanks again for checking this out, and we'll maybe be back on this website again in the future. Ciao. Many thanks for tuning in to the Musical Instrument Investigator. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please like, subscribe and turn on notifications, and watch out for the next video coming soon.